Hey everybody, this is Claudia. Happy Sunday to you all. I wanted to make a brief video because there's a lot of new ones in the team, and maybe some of the new ones got their premium kit because it was such a great deal. Because you got your diffuser, your 11 oils, 50% off, and you know a good deal when you see one. But what you might not know is how priceless those oils are in that premium kit. And I wanted just to tell you what separates Young Living, documented, from other oil companies, okay? So the lemon oil that you have in your kit, right? When you go to the health food store or another company is selling lemon oil, in this bottle, this 15 ml bottle of lemon oil, it took 75 lemons, right? To get that oil from that skin in this bottle. So this bottle doesn't have coconut oil. This bottle is not diluted with anything. When you go to the health food store or any other a cheapy convenience store and you see the lemon oil that says 100% therapeutic, $4.99, a company can claim 100% oil if there is just 5% of the lemon in the bottle. I need you to know that. You need to make note of that. So when you smell this oil compared to maybe something from the health food store, and I think Sabrina made a video, and I think it's on this page, of the lemon oil she got from a different company, and I really appreciate the videos and the comparisons. I love it when you get to see it for yourself, because then you get to know. But just to know, you know, the company, you can call them up and ask what else is here in this lemon oil. And it's just lemons. It's just cold pressed from the skin of the lemon. The lavender is 47 square feet of lavender is used to make lavender oil. So what does that mean? Okay, so I have someone that's very dear to me. She's very green. She's very earthy. I learn a lot about gardening from her. And she makes her own oils. So, you know, she gripes to me sometimes. Well, you know, your lavender is blah, blah, blah. And I make my own. So I'm like, okay, how do you make it? What do you use? And of course she's like, you know, she's explaining the process, right? I'm taking notes. And then she says, and then I added to oil, and I forgot which carrier oil it was. I don't remember if it was coconut oil or an almond oil. But when she mentioned the carrier oil, I'm like, stop. It stops. This is just lavender. There is no fatty oil, there is no carrier oil. That's how come there's not an expiration date on this lavender oil. So personally, if I was visiting a farm in France, or if I was visiting a farm up north, I know the Amish community have a lot of their own farms, and they also make their own oils, right? If I'm visiting a farm and I can see how it's made and I get to see the carrier oil that is used, I don't have a problem purchasing an oil. I don't have a problem. I can see where it comes from, can see how it's being made, right? And I get to see the extra oil that's being used as a carrier. So my girlfriend, when she went to France, I wanted a bottle of lavender oil from France, right? Now, just for you to know, Young Living does have, we own farm in France, okay? But, you know, I wanted another French oil that wasn't from Young Living. And it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Was it as strong as this one? No, it was not. I had to use more of her oil to do what this oil does. So for you young moms out there, if you wanted to make a baby butt cream or a baby lotion, you can use a couple of drops, a few drops of the lavender, and add it to coconut oil, add it to almond oil, add it to jojoba oil, whatever carrier oil you want to use on your baby. And you can add a few drops of the lavender, and this is a huge support for baby skin. It can be a huge support for your sleep cycle. It can be a huge support for your respiratory issue. But this is just pure lavender. So the French oil had an expiration date because there was a fatty oil on it. But I could consume it. And I loved it. I just was able to appreciate my lavender oil a little bit more because of the strength and the purity. Jasmine oil. This is my jasmine plant, okay? So I grow it right outside my door. The exact number is escaping my brain. I know it's between 6 to 8 million blossoms of jasmine are used the day the jasmine blooms and before the sun gets too hot. That's when the jasmine has to be picked. Okay, so when you notice the price in your Young Living catalog for jasmine oil, just know it is a lot of work to pick 6 to 8 million of these blossoms and to fill up the bottle of just pure jasmine oil. So let's talk about that. Let's say you love jasmine oil, but you can't afford, you can't afford the purity and from the catalog. What can you do? Look for jasmine oil in other blends. Gentle Baby has jasmine oil. Joy has jasmine oil. Sensation has jasmine oil. Joy is a little bit more affordable in the sense that it comes in the bigger bottle. Okay, but this oil is so thick. I wish I could demonstrate it, but I don't have anybody to hold my iPad. And I don't want to just drop it somewhere. I just want to show you. I'm hoping you could see it. I'm just going to drop it. And I will talk to, I just don't want to miss the drop. There it is. Do you see it? Just one drop. It's nice and thick. This is what I use as my personal perfume. I use jasmine for emotional support. There's lots of stuff that the jasmine oil does. If you're new and you're loving your oils and you want to know what else the peppermint oil can do, or what else the lavender oil can do, or what does jasmine oil do, you guys need to have reference material. It's very easy to get. Amazon has oil books, right? If that's too pricey for you, the app on your iPad or Android is $6.99, and you can do added research, right? If you need respiratory support and you want it, if you want to call it by name, right? Because you know that on social media I can't mention diseases. But when you have an oil reference app, you can look it up by disease, and it will tell you which oils work best for that particular ailment. So research is so important, but please know the quality and the purity of your oils. Please become confident as you're using your oils that the purity, the strength, Young Living stands alone. We stand alone. There's not many companies out there that can afford a pound of peppermint to make peppermint oil. It's not out there. Who has enough farmland to do a pound of peppermint per bottle? All right, so the farms that Young Living owns, the seeds that we control, the distillation that we are in charge of, all the way until it's in the bottle, right? The premium kit that you bought is an awesome decision. Just make sure that you keep educating yourself on all the uses for that premium kit, and we are here to help. And if you have any questions or thoughts, or if somebody wants to correct me how many blossoms are in that jasmine oil, please post it below, and of course leave any questions that you may have. It was great talking to you. You guys have a great Sunday.